All right, don't you know, brother. Welcome to an edition of the Chirp Brothers
Brother.
podcast. Frankie James, new look, new face. Let's go. Ryan Hockey, look good as always. What's up, buddy? How you feeling?
What's up? Really tired.
Not too
Work's
much.
killing us this week.
You look a little tired, dude. Not to mention,
I'm-
yeah, go right ahead. Let it out, brother. Let it out to me. I'm here for
A
you.
lot of hockey the last 2 weeks, and I am tired.
Your last name, your nickname, Ryan Hockey. It seems like the word hockey is actually growing. It's just like getting bigger. Like I had to upgrade our StreamYard here just to figure the hockey out there. Man. You're absolutely crushing it, and which we'll get into. We already got some viewers on Instagram. First one, Grundy Endel Hockey League. Check in on Instagram quickly. How you doing? We'll be talking about the threes tournament a little bit later on the show. We have tons of YouTube comments, and I am pumped up for it. We'll be getting to those momentarily, but before we dive into the show, make sure you follow Chirpin Pucks on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Where else are we? TikTok, browsers, the whole nine, wherever we got to be. But we jam-packed show tonight. Super excited. Does it feel like a Wednesday, Ryan? What do you think?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't feel like Wednesday.
No.
I've been under the weather a little bit myself, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. That tournament.
I need a good sleep in massage. Something. I need something, dude. Like I'm grinding this week, and work is killing us, as I said, and just hockey. I have another game tomorrow night. So
shout out.
Where
Where we playing now? Let's plug it in because I know where I'm going to be tomorrow night.
We're playing in Madison Square Garden. No, I'm kidding. We're playing. I wish.
Arena ever made.
I wish. Now we're playing at Iceworks, 825, Monsters, Buzzards, final game of the season. Playoffs start soon.
Got a prediction?
We need a win here to kind of consolidate us getting a little higher in the standings, but it is what it is. Prediction for us. I mean, honestly, I think
you guys pumped them 7 games last time. I think right because that one
9-2. 9-2.
Because one guy had 5 goals, right? Who had the
Joey. Joey had 5 goals. I had one. Matty Gretzky had another one. So
you guys are just having 5 goals in a game, dude. Like last weekend when we'll get into it, and when we talk about the Grundy 3-versus-3, but I haven't had a hat trick before last weekend since like high school. Like that's we're talking like a 20-year drought. Bro. I was pumped. You had me fired up. I got actually say like you had me going. Like when I had the 2 and I looked up at you, you come back to the bench and you're like hit me with the 2 and you're just like one more when I came on. I was like, you know what, dude, I'm going for Ryan Hockey.
Did you like my outfit?
Ryan Hockey. You like mine? I don't know why we don't have that picture up here.
What, our outfit?
No, the picture I had of me with the fanny pack. I can probably find it right now.
You and Eric.
While I'm looking for this picture, why don't you give a shout out to, obviously you have your Red Wings jersey on for a specific reason and a well-deserved reason. Why don't you tell them?
We do. We have I'm gonna go back in history a little bit. Growing up as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, growing up as a kid.
A little music?
Go ahead. Give me some little piano music here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, give me some piano music there, Mr. Freeze.
I'll work on music for it. It's a little dangerous.
There we go.
Yeah.
So growing up as a kid, everybody knows, huge Red Wings fan, huge Flyers fan. And this announcement's special to me because this is my mama's favorite player. It finally happened, ladies and gentlemen. Sergei Fedorov is going into the rafters at Little Caesars Arena. Finally happened.
Well deserved.
And the funny thing about it is, too, everybody, January 12th, he's going in to the rafters there against the Carolina Hurricanes. And a fun fact for you, that's the same team that almost stole him in 1998.
When did he stole him? They stole him out of Russia like the rest of them do?
No. Carolina offer sheeted him. He signed. Detroit matched it. He missed like half the season. Got paid like $20 million for the games he missed. Was the highest paid player at that time. I think it's just funny. He's going up into the ceiling against the team that almost stole him from Detroit.
What a big FU, huh? That's incredible. Could you imagine if he would have went to like I
Carolina.
think the whole franchise Detroit would have been completely different if not having
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, at that time you had what you had. Shanahan, Holmstrom, Iserman, and 98,
Kozlov,
Doug Brown, Kurt
Maslov.
Maltby, the grind line.
I'll tell you,
You know.
Ryan, I feel you're doing incredible in this show, but you're feeling like there's I mean, your NHL talk is fire, and sometimes when Ryan and I will go to the rink and we're doing business and I'm setting up and Ryan, talking to the peeps. We were there seeing one of our sponsors. Shout out to Kara Weber. My man talked to this dude about the hockey for 2.5 hours. Hey, I saw Kara playing. I was like, when? But that was the game that she bodied that chick before I got there. But Ryan's a hockey guy, man. I'll tell you. We should start doing like a segment like once a month where it's just a full debate show where I mediate a debate with you and like one of our fans. Bring them on, and it's just debate time.
Mm-hmm. I'm down for that.
I think that'd be kind of cool, like once a month, do something like that. Get our fans more
That's
involved.
like I do gotta. Since you're doing the comments, I'm in timeout for comments now.
Yeah, and everybody would know why too, because we know how pumped up he gets.
Yes, I do have one thing that I want to. One shout out that I want to do, and hopefully the fans can. I want to hear what they want to say. Who do you think? I know most of the guys aren't Red Wings fans in here, like I am, but who do you think deserves to go in the rafters next from the Red Wings?
I would have to see who's not.
That's a fan question. I want to hear everybody what they think. They can comment on here or
comment on Instagram. I'll read it all. But while we wait for that comment before we start the transition, newcomer, Wiscow. What's going on? First one here, yay. So just real quick, you're going to see a lot of new comments coming in with an announcement that we made recently, but we're going to mention later on. You're going to see a little bit more of a different kind of flow in the YouTube with the new crew that might be roaming around in there. And I'm looking forward to kind of talking about them a little bit. But we got a few comments in here. We got the one and only Dennis Haynes. We're here. Cooper's Cartel. What's going on, brother? Thanks for checking in.
Jason Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey. Shout out. The Kelsey. Don't forget that part. The man, the myth, the legend, Josh Lafferty, former porn star, former Narwhal, former Shaka, former this, former that. I think he's covered every team in the league.
Let me get some tater tots, brother.
Speaking of tater tots, Josh, I know you heard about the threes. The tater tots that got to come. I told you before, you get that team. I will not join a team. You want to do it, brother? We could do it up. I will do the first one as a top. Those jerseys are sick. I don't care.
They are.
The one and only. We love our moms. We always say we love our hockey moms. The one and only Michelle King.
Mama Hockey.
That wonderful boy right there in red. You brought him. You gave me one of the best things I could have ever asked for. And the most pain in the ass. The one I could have asked for.
You got her start. Yeah, she's already starting already.
She's pumped up. We just want to, what we got to mention, dude. Listen, Sergei Fedorov was the reason why most people wear number 91. I was a huge Fedorov fan. Billick, obviously, a little shout out to Billick. He's number 91. He was a Fedorov fan. You're a Fedorov fan. There's one. Speaking of, John Hoove on Instagram, the captain of the South Jersey Corn Stars. He checks in and says, "Are Datsuk or Zetterberg up there yet?"
No, they are not.
Well, I think one of those two will probably be in there next.
They should be up there. I think Datsuk should be up there next.
Our guests below are itching to just give us their 2 cents. Guys, if you want to, there's a private chat that you can see on the right side. You can actually type it in, and I'll just mention it. We got 2 great guests, first timers coming on the show, and we're pumped up. They're absolutely diabolical down there right now. But Lafferty now checks in on Instagram.
Settle down, Laugh. Settle down, bud.
Bouncing around right now, Laugh. Jesus Lord, brother. Let's anything else you want to add? I think that the due diligence to Sergei Fedorov is obviously like important.
Absolutely.
I've changed the game. One of the best. One of a lot of people's favorite player. Before we get into, why don't you tell us your favorite memory of Fedorov? Because there's so many good ones, dude.
Oh, my favorite memory of Fedorov. Actually, I'm gonna bring up my favorite part because my mom actually said this earlier, and she showed me a video. In 2002, when they played Vancouver in the playoffs, he had a one-handed deflection goal from Brett Hall that is still my favorite. I watch it religiously on my phone because it's just the nastiest deflection in the world. But I have so many Sergei Fedorov memories. I think that's probably my top one, my top two.
I like that. I like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, let's transition. Let's get into our first topic of the night. We have a lot of topics. We're going to be cruising along. Our guests aren't going to be joining us as early. We have a lot of housekeeping items. And thank you, everybody, for enjoying the break just as much as we did. We were off last week. We had a few repeat episodes, but we are back with a heavy-hitting episode. But big weekend that just took place. I had the wonderful opportunity to go down to Flyers Alumni Fantasy Camp with Bill Meltzer, with Hockey Hot Stove, and big shout out to Hockey Hot Stove. I mean, we love those guys over there, and make sure you follow Hockey Hot Stove on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. We're gonna have content going there soon. Hockey Hot Stove is where it's at. Give them a follow. Very, very important. Little button just pops up right there. Give them a follow. Like and follow. HockeyHotStove.com. Big shout out to Bill Meltzer. It's so funny because Ryan and I, we had a tournament recently, which we'll be getting into, and one of the players on my team was Meltzer's nephew. So I met Bill's family, as Ryan did, before we met Bill.
We did.
And what incredible people, by the way. What incredible people.
Awesome people.
Absolutely good time. But yeah, and if you ever have an opportunity to check out Flyer Fantasy Camp, make sure you check it out. I mean, it's four teams. They're coached by the pros. So one team had Danny Briere and Patrick Sharp. The biggest, saddest stories of players that we let go. We had Bill Clement there. Keith Jones was coaching the team. Mark Recchi was coaching the team. It was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Right at University of Penn. We're dishing out a lot of content. I was there doing photography. So make sure you follow Hockey Hot Stove. Make sure you're following Chirpin Pucks because we are unloading those photos and getting ready for the big launch at the end of the week with all the photos. But just what the want to do a mention of that. What an incredible time. And once again, thank you so much to Bill. What an incredible support that he's been for us, Rye, with everything that we got going on with him. And big shout out to Hockey Hot Stove for sure, man.
We love Hockey Hot Stove.
It was a good time. Yeah, we do. He says, Lord Almighty. I love. You sound like you're cooking a grilled cheese.
I had one for dinner, actually.
Did you really? I was going to say, it was quite a long pause there. I was going to say, that sounded better in my head.
No, I was thinking of something else when you said Hockey Hot Stove, so. Although
Moving on. Next transition here. Like I said, we got a lot of hockey talk that we were involved in. Although loaded weekend, the weekend before, checking for charity. Now, obviously, we talked about we didn't have the opportunity to play. It was very unfortunate, but we were able to still represent and be there. Friday night at Iceworks, we were down at Aston. Incredible time. Coaching debut for the boys. Comes out with a strong win. Vic stood on his head. Absolutely had an incredible game. The boys were buzzing. Ryan was buzzing, all pumped up, coaching the boys. Got his first win as a coach, and after that, it kind of went downhill. Cooper's Cartel and Strides go 1-3. Listen, it's all about being there, playing for charity. First time for CP, and big shout out to our main man Vic. Getting that rock and roll. Big shout out to Dennis and Heather from Cooper's Cartel, our good friends over there. Just working their asses off, getting things together. When we all just kind of joined in as a team. Ryan was making sure the boys and the refs were on in line. And
big shout out to you too. You got me to. I got to. You introduced me to the one and only Tony D'Angelo.
So it's so funny because I remember those moments, and I'll touch on that real quick. So Ryan is still a fan of this game, as we all are, and Ryan's not only a fan of the sport, but he has players that he likes. So Tony D'Angelo has a team in Check It for Charity. Struts by, we say hi. Ryan and Tony do a little hey what's up kind of thing, and then he looks at me and he's like, just fucking said hi to Tony D'Angelo. Called his buds up, but I remember I remember my first moment with that kind of interaction, which was with Claude Drew in training camp when I first got into the media. Right before COVID, we were in the locker room, and he acknowledged an article that I wrote about him before I had even told him about it. You did better than me. I walked out and cried. So you actually did pretty good, but it was a cool ass moment
No,
that
I
Ryan
texted
had.
a
But yeah,
bunch of
it was.
people after that.
I bet. I saw how pumped up you were. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, that for charity was dope. It was such a good time. Vic. I'll tell you something about Vic. Vic's a flower, dude. The Dominator out there. He plays like the Dominator.
Yeah. Vic Hasek.
Oh, okay. All right.
I do want to
he's
say
actually,
that it was awesome to be involved in that, especially to be there in Hollydale. But also, I know you were around doing your thing, but for me, what was special was I got to sit back and watch watch Team Gaudreau. They play, Hunter Brody and all them guys. So
I
I
didn't
got to
see
see
them
them
play
play, which was
ball. How
it
was
was
that?
right after our game. I stayed and watched them for a little bit. It was pretty cool. They did a little ceremony with the banner, and that was kind of special to me. Obviously, being a Johnny Gaudreau fan all my life.
Yes, you are.
So I got to see them, and see. I believe it was his sister Katie that was out there because I think her
Yeah.
husband was playing on the team, Devin.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Hunter Brody was out there as well, and some other players. But it was nice to see them play. They're a really good team. I got to see about the first period before I had to leave, but they're a really good team.
Dude, I didn't see or take one picture of that club. It just didn't match up with all my schedule. And
Yeah.
they obviously had the ceremony and stuff like that. But Hunter, I'm not a big, and listen, Turpin Puck's hot take and tough case. We say what we want on here. If you have a problem with it, then feed it right back. I'm not a big sports radio guy. I think sports radio is absolute trash. I think that it's one of those things that is just overly saturated with just, you know, not great talent. Respectfully saying, I don't have a journalist background or whatnot. I mean, not to say background, I do, but like, I never went to school for it. But I'll say this: Hunter is so underrated that it's not even funny. One, I love the fact that they talk about hockey. Two,
Yeah.
Him being there checking for charity just showed that one of the boys, like he's someone that I would love to actually get a hold of.
He's a Hollydale boy. That's why that team was literally all Hollydale boys.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he's absolutely incredible. And speaking of incredible, Grundy Edo Hockey League. Colin or Jake, not sure which one's on there. Checks in. First time I got the chance to play and check it for charity. That was a blast, and can't wait for next year. Let me know who it is so I can make sure I plug the right one. Because if it was Colin played and liked out at check it for charity. They made it to the championship against your friends, the Moonshine, and Colin.
I hate that team so much.
I hate you too, dude. It's Colin. Shout out, Colin. Stick around because we're gonna be going into the tournament within a few minutes here. But yeah, Check Up Charity was absolutely incredible. We're looking forward to getting back there. We're gonna be putting our team back in. We talked to our players, and they all want to come back. We added one player. Actually I'll break it now. Nick Lawrence, Larry's brother.
Oh boy,
with the boys, with us. Yep. I was talking to him there, and I was like, dude, why don't you come play with us, man? We already have jerseys. Like, come play. This is our roster. He's like, is that guy Ryan there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, man.
Yeah, right.
Ryan hockey?
Yeah, let me sign some sticks for you, buddy.
That's the day. That's the day. But yeah, Check It for Charity, always a great time. I've been dishing out the content. Anybody that's watching, that's waiting for photos. I've always had people reaching out to me for photos. It's a little different this year. Can't break the rules. Can only bend them. They're all going to go to Allison first, and then she will distribute the photos to the captains. So everybody leave me the hell alone. You get your damn photos. Photo hungry people, man.
Camera hogs.
They are camera hogs, dude. Absolutely are. Let's get to some comments here before we transition on. Our YouTube crew. We're going to hit our YouTube crew. Dennis, here we go. What's going on? Don't forget Heather. Thomas OC. Let's effing go. What's up, brother? The one and only Shano. YouTube. One of our good friends with the Preston Steve crew in the YouTube community. Shane, what up, punks? What's going on, buddy? How are we making out, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for checking on the show, man. Love it. Love it. Once again, Wisco checking in. Hey Shane, what's going on? A lot of action, my brother. A lot of action. We can't wait to get into talking about them.
Big action.
Big action. And we're
Big
going to
action.
transition. Speaking of checking for charity, we're going to transition to a little news segment that I'm going to release here, which is Hockey Day in Houston. One of our newest people, Hockey Day in Houston presents You're Out of Here. Big partnership starting up with Hockey Day in Houston. Super excited. They're an incredible crew. Lance is just a great guy. Great guy. We're going to be having him come on. Born and raised from Philadelphia, lives out in Houston now. He launches incredible events for the hockey community. We're looking to make our way to Houston hopefully in March. He actually had sent me something that we're going to be talking about too. That's going to be huge. I'm actually here in Philadelphia, but thank you, my brother, for for everything and trusting in us to want to partner up with us. It means a lot to us for sure, man. It means a lot. Ryan, I'm going to let you take the floor here. Let's just say I've known Ryan for about 4 years. This is a first. I think I've seen it all, from spearing a stick over at the bench for being pissed off and almost hitting me, from boards and from coming after me or reversing each other. This is probably the most diabolical thing. Why don't you tell the story, and then we'll play. Actually, you know what? Should we play the clip first, or should we
just play the clip first, and then
let's roll the clip. This is the incident of what
myself.
happened at Second for Charity, and then we're going to go into an explanation. Well, look behind the bench.
That's the picture.
That's a blooper that was. With the picture.
That's a little pre right there, yeah.
Should be coming. Ryan Hockey gets tossed out of the game as a referee in checking for charity. First time ever I've ever seen it. Mm-hmm. What did you see there that just got you so fired up that you just had to give him a wide order, won't you?
Well, what I saw was a 9-2 scoreboard. Our guys completely gassed and on their last leg. And I saw a guy who has been cherry picking since the first period come down with the puck and take a slap shot from the faceoff circle. And knowing me and how I am, I'll go to war with the boys. I'll go to war with the boys.
And the boys were barking. The boys were barking. Booth, shout out to Big Mike Booth, man. He was letting it in. F this, F that, and then Ryan started going, and the ref came right over. Ryan,
I can't repeat what I said to the guy, but
you're going. You got to go. We looked at each other. I'm like, just get ahead. And you walked off.
Hey, everybody has a little John Tortorella in them, okay?
That's tonight's Doritos joke of the night. I love it, Coach Ryan.
Ryan Tortorella.
Ryan has one in. Did you make the final day or no? Ryan's
no, I'm 1-1 with an ejection.
Ryan's 1-1. That sounds like one of our guests' stats right there, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about, aka Brett Michaels. Actually, it's that time. It's that time for our guests. We got two guests that were about to join us for the first time ever. Last week, me and Ryan played against each other, and it inspired this show and inspired us bringing this guest on. What's it like playing with your best friends, with them on a team? What's it like playing against your best friends on a team? What's it like playing against your brother? Playing it with your brother. There's nothing like playing against your brother. And then I'm going to tell you something. This is the first time ever on Chirping Pucks podcast, 6 years, almost 100 episodes, thousands and thousands of views for the first time. Don't worry, Justin. We'll make sure we give you a little bit more time down there since you just walked up to probably get your chocolate milk, you little baby. Speaking of baby, let's get them both in here. The one, the only, probably the most diabolical set of brothers to ever step foot on the ice. The newest members of the South Jersey Corn Stars and the UAHL Hockey University Division. I give you the one and only Nick and Justin Davidson. The
Hey,
brother
now.
instruction. Boys, let's go, come
Porn
on.
stars. Let's
There
get it.
they are.
How you guys doing, fellas?
What's up? What's up?
Just looking at you two beauts.
Wow.
Man. Aren't they just beauts, dude?
Wow.
Absolute beauts.
Wow. Justin, you got your booster seat in the chair, bud?
Absolutely. I didn't get my chocolate milk though. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Dustin's actually sitting on his girlfriend's back right now so that he can see on the screen, which I'm really impressed about. Well done there.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the girlfriend. Just tap from the butt game. Boys, thanks so
She's
much for
watching.
being here, guys. I mean, we've been talking about this, just having you guys on once we kind of like were inspired by the show. Me and Ryan were chit-chatting about it. And what really wanted me to get you guys on, and we'll dive into it in a little bit, was the All-Star game. And real quick, we've had quite a few corn stars on the team. Shout out to them, the incredible club, and real way to turn around to get ready to gear up for the playoffs. But make sure you follow their social media. Corn stars are on Instagram. Check them out, SJ Corn Stars on Instagram. A lot of good content. You'll be able to find out where they're playing, when their playoff game is, and some good stuff that they put on their social media. I believe that the Cap takes care of social media, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
You guys got to actually
Yeah,
talk, all right?
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to
I was
sign language
watching-
each other?
Yeah, our listeners, when we upload this, are going to think that they're hearing impaired. Way to go, boys! We just speak up.
We're like the
But,
Hanson brothers.
Yeah. Right.
Give us a
We're
chill.
listening to the song.
Oh my god. Oh, who points at @cornstars_HC. Let's get them some followers.
Yeah.
Great guys. We've had Hoove on, we've had OC on, we've had Santora on, Eisner has been on, Leeds has been. I think we almost covered the entire roster. There's a few that we're missing. There's probably one diabolical player that might be worse than you, Nick, and I don't know if he's ready for the social media aspect of things. But let's get into it. I want to, obviously having you guys on for the first time. I'd love to hear about, the background of kind of like how things got started. But just to kick it off, for the audience's sake, who's older now? Who's the oldest brother?
That's me.
Well, there we
Yep.
go. And how much older are you than your brother?
3 years, 8 months, almost 4 years.
4 years.
Let's go. Well, you didn't. I would play that. I would never have thought that from that All-Star game. Let's hear the hockey story, man. We always like to kick off with the hockey origins, just kind of how you guys got started. We're gonna just kick it off with you, Justin. Just kind of how you got into the game. Obviously, you guys are gonna be able to go back and forth because it's kind of, I'm sure it's a combined story. So feel free to both of you guys kind of jump in on this one. But when did it start? Where did it start? Like the love for the game, man. The people just want to hear it for sure. Shout out to the jerseys, by the way. White Corn Star jerseys. Is that brand new?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are
That's
new.
new.
These are new.
Nice
Yeah,
shout out, man.
Growing up, man, we played a lot of sports. Our mom and dad were heavily involved. So shout out to Mama and Papa, of course. But they were heavily involved.
Love our hockey parents.
Growing up, I did all kinds of different things, man. I played one season of football. I did some baseball. I actually did some bowling in elementary school. So I was all over the place. And one day my dad was like, you want to give hockey a try? And I said, sure. And we had like a little, yeah, pretty much, he had to buy me like, mini stick. So we had this like patio, pretty much. We had this patio in front of our house and it was like a brick patio, but he bought a bunch of sticks and goalie gear and we would play like 3-on-3 on this little patio. And then, of course, as Nick got older, Nick wanted to play. So we just got involved. We got involved in Belmar hockey to start, street hockey. And
all right.
We went through their training and, going through tournaments and then regular season with them. And then we moved into Williamstown when I was 9. Nick was only, I think, 6.
Yeah, 6.
So we'll have you keep talking because, I mean, him being 6 years old, he probably don't really remember what the hell he was doing anyway. But,
oh no, he remembers. He remembers because we get to Williamstown, and one of the big things is I'm super competitive. I hate losing. My cousin Isaiah Marshall actually put I was a stick breaker when I was a kid, and he wasn't lying.
Big stick breaker.
I wanted to win, man.
Isaiah
I had
when
an
you say stick breaker,
insatiable.
you mean smashed them on like the glass?
Oh yeah, I was terrible. I was the worst. But I wanted to win, man. It was really just deep down. I didn't want to lose, and I always was on like a
You
losing
want to
team.
cost the parents a few bucks too with that.
Oh
Too.
yeah.
Oh
And
You're
yeah.
9 years old too,
well,
Ryan.
so
You
we
imagine
moved to
that?
Williamstown, and the first thing that happens is this son of a gun gets put on like the best team in the league. Stacked team goes 24-0 and wins the championship in his first league ever at 6 or 7 years old, and I was furious.
Yeah.
I actually told my parents he couldn't wear my number anymore after that because I wear
Oh
8,
my.
and I've always worn 8. He wore 8 that one season, went 24-0, and I said, "Nah, bro, you can't keep my number."
I got number
That's
bad.
That's hysterical, Ryan. That would be equivalent to like if like you like were with your club and like say for example like I leave my club. If I like I made the announcement that I wasn't coming back to the Black Bulls. That would be like if you like went to like another team and 1 year you just win the chip.
It
Almost
hurt.
did.
When like I would be like, fuck, I would probably be a little bit annoyed.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
was hurt
I
by
think
it.
Ryan wins a chip with Ryan. Then I hear about it. I know about it. Ryan with the
I
trophy
did do
in his
that
hand
though
on the
when I went to
show,
Grundy.
and I got nothing. I got soda.
Yeah, and I was just trying to be typical
When did
little
you
brother.
one before I won one?
Well, I left whatchamacallit, the skate zone team and went to Grundy, won the championship.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
happened when I
So
left
from there, we went
the.
to the street.
We're on a delay. I can see it. Just in case anybody's wondering, we are on a little bit of a delay. That's a beautiful thing about a live show. It's the energy, the electricity right now with this show is literally kicking us off the server, and I'm okay with it 100%. When did you guys start to play on the same team together? When there was that first inaugural season? You won
A year and a half
chip.
ago,
Really?
Never. So
we never
growing
got
up,
to.
like we're 4 years apart. So every time he would age up into a new division, I would have aged up into the previous division he was in. So our whole lives, it was usually playing against each other in the front yard with our old man wearing the goalie gear. So
Yep.
actually we're more comfortable, well, more used to playing against each other than with each other. So it wasn't until we hit adulthood and got into the men's league circuit where we're actually able to play on the same team together.
Yeah,
You're
it
right.
wasn't until I'm gonna say about a year and a half ago. I had been off the ice for years, and he had been itching to get back on. So he's like, "Dude, I'm gonna find us a team." And I said, "Hey, find a team, and I'll play." And like I said, that's when we were playing over in Mount Laurel for a bit, and then we moved
Igloo?
over here. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Igloo.
Shit, shout out to Team Row, right? Everybody played for Team Row at least once.
Team
Yep.
Row,
right?
Team Row.
Yeah, everybody pay up, by the way. Come on, pay up, everybody. Good old Team Row. Speaking of Team Row, the wonderful Miss Erica Bear, the lady, my partner in crime upstairs watching our show. Huge fan of the Corn Stars. She checks in and says, "Has my fighting partner been on the show yet?" No, Shu has not been on the show yet. And the reason what that story means is Erica had an altercation in the stands one time against one of my former clubs, and Shu and Hoove had to hold her back. Shout out to Shu, shout out to Hoove. Thanks for having my back with the lady while I was coaching it.
The captain, my captain.
Thanks for checking in. Love it. But so only a year and a half ago.
Yep.
That's pretty wild. Me and Ryan played more games together. That's insane.
Yeah.
So you guys are playing on the same team together. You finally get on the ice together at the Igloo. That first, I gotta imagine, men's league or not. First game, lacing them up together next to together. I want to hear from you first, Nick. Of kind of like what that was. There a feeling? I mean, how can there not be? You're about to play with your brother for the first time after following behind with the age. Obviously, you won a championship.
Yeah.
I mean, to solidify the career, you want to win one together. I mean, how do you not? Tell me a little bit about that first game, like in the locker room, and then obviously I want to hear from you from Baby Bro as well.
Well, it was definitely it was definitely awesome, because all those years, like, it always sucked. I mean, because anywhere from just town hockey to travel hockey, we were constantly playing, but like it was always I would play my game and then hurry up, get my gear off, go watch my brother play his game. So like being able to actually ice it up, lace it up together, because even though we play a very different game, there is still kind of like that unspoken connection where, I can find him on the ice without really ever having to look up. So early on, I mean, especially with Team Row, we kind of felt like when we played together, there was definitely a complimentary because even growing up, you could kind of see the stats on the bottom there. I was more of the here, take the puck, and Justin, do what you do with it. That's always kind of been the style.
Quick plug for the check the stats, and those, so the stats are going down right now. Those are their current stats right now in the UHL. A little bit different, but Justin is on our help me out, is on our left, I believe, right? Yes. Justin, where the hell are you? Yeah, there we go. Justin's on our left. And then Nick is on our right. You'll see their stats. Justin is absolutely killing it. First year in the U. I'm impressed, and because we didn't really get to know each other because I have been out of the U for about 3 seasons now. Comebacks happening, which is one of the reasons why I came to the All-Star game to remind the newcomers that, listen, I know I've been away for 3 seasons. You guys never played with me before, but fucking buckle up because I'm eventually gonna come back and I want to play against you. I'm not gonna lie, I want to play together, but I definitely want to play against you there, fucking Brett Michaels, with your bandana, your long beard, Father Time at Woodstock.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Brett Michaels, that's a good one. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. I'll take it. Ryan, what do you think, man? Obviously, I'm having a brother, but I'm not playing the same sport.
I have a brother who just plays baseball.
So me and Ryan finally got the chance to play. Wasn't at the Threes? It was Rusty Threes that we got to play together for the first time, I believe, right?
Yeah. Well, to throw it back a little bit, because I know Erica's always commented on this, because you say we've known each other for 4 years. She thinks we've only known each other for like 4 seasons, but we've known each other for like 2 years, probably.
It feels like that's crazy, isn't it?
2 or 3, because I knew you at Grundy.
So I've been
I knew you at Grundy, and then we kind of got closer over like the last year. Or something like that.
Crazy enough, me and Ryan are so tight. We've known each other for that long, but we got close when I moved to Delco because he's right in Delco with me. So, and then I saw him at Iceworks. So it's been about 5 months, 6 months since November. So however long I've been here since November. And then me and Ryan kind of connected. We started playing together. He came over, and then I had him on the show as a guest. Came on the show one time, absolutely crushed it, and it's crazy. And I'm gonna mention it whether he likes it or not. Ryan was, said being a little bit nervous about going on and stuff like that. He absolutely killed it. Like he was.
Well, I have a speech impediment. That's why.
Yeah, and
I get a little.
Use that mention. So he was good, strong interview, and then once that happened, he came back now as the co-host. The camaraderie, the chirping, it's just so natural. Whether it's on the ice and off the ice, it's just such a good show. But
I think for like us doing that. What's that?
I was pumped up to play with Ryan for the first time. It was the perfect.
I don't have it. Well, you're like my hockey brother. Like my actual brother is a college baseball pitcher, so he has nothing to do with hockey. He tried to play hockey, and my dad and my stepmom were like, "No, you're not following your brother's footsteps. Like, no, we already have one idiot that plays hockey. We're not doing it. We're not doing it twice." So
how do you think you are, Ryan? Hockey?
So when that happened, and then when me and Frankie got close, I'm like, all right, like I have an actual like hockey brother that like I tell people all the time, like I'll tell people all the time when I meet somebody, yeah, Frankie's actually my brother, like in real life. That's what I told.
Should we roll with that? Should we roll?
That's what I said to somebody at Grundy's thing. They said, who are you cheering for? And I said, Frankie, that's my brother.
He was.
And they're like, oh no, really? And I'm like, yeah, the dude that's out there hitting the post. That was me. But no, I think. I think
you had a nice tank though. That's funny too because he's out there cheering for me like crazy. I was cheering for him, and like they're probably like, and then they see my mustache, like one of them.
Mm-hmm. But no, you did good. You did good. I was proud.
I appreciate it. We'll be diving into it momentarily. Chuck Romano checks in on Facebook. The man, the myth, the legend. Dude, Team Row, that guy is horrible. Even I played for him once. Yeah, Christian Davidson. Oh, I got fired from Team Row, and that is how I ended up in the UAHL.
We're all products of Team Row.
It's all good.
I played for Team Row. most
did.
Sean Hastings, shout out, has played for Team Row. I actually thought that he was Row. No disrespect. We all have our thing. I think that's his cousin, actually. I think they said that that's his cousin. I know he had a sister that played in the summer series, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, I got fired from Team Row. So I got fired from Team Row, and that's how I ended up in the U.
How do you get fired from a beer league team?
It's a beer league. What do you mean you got fired?
How
What,
do you
what
get
is
fired
like HR
from
calling
beer
you?
league?
I mean, were you just not asked to come back, Christian? Like, I'm confused.
I think
here,
he was.
bud.
There was a termination. Dude, so Row actually refs as well. I saw this
Who's
guy
Rowe?
ref with.
Can you tell me who Rowe is?
So he has a team over in Igloo. It's like one of those teams where you just like, I don't even know how to explain it, dude. Like he's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. Like
Pretty
he
bad.
ref one time with me, and he wore a bubble and he had gloves on. He wouldn't get down far enough for positioning when he was reffing. He was calling every play. Puck would hit him. He'd be flopping around. Like he was just god awful to work with. And I remember one time somebody had questioned him on a call, and he snapped. He said, "Do you think I care about this? Do you know who I am? I'm a doctor. I'll sue you. I'll sue you."
I'll shoot the puck
It's
at his
just
head
because
if he
he
says that
can't
to me.
skate. It's just because he can't skate.
Yeah.
It was absolutely
Christian
crazy.
probably got
Team
fired
Row.
because he probably let up so many breakaways. I mean, the dude was a liability on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. He was absolutely terrible. But well, Chris Davidson, Christian, I'm glad that you made yourself over to the U. I remember the first game that actually I'll let you mention that story, Christian, in the comments because we just talked about it. The first time that I met Christian, he thought that I was a total douchebag. I'll let him put in the comment what happened that game. But so you guys are playing in men's league, playing together. How was the first season with you guys playing together and like the chemistry and stuff like that? Was it instant click where like you guys get on each other a little bit more extra because you guys are brothers? Like
It took a minute. So like when we first started playing together, like I remember growing up when I would watch my brother play and I'd watch him set people up, I'd be like, man, I wish I could have that. And then like I'd go play and somebody would miss a pass to me. And in the back of my mind, all I'm thinking is, man, my brother would have made that. Like my brother would have got that to me. I know he would have. So like when we hit the ice, that chemistry was there. Like we knew where each other was, but finding the right shift or the right movement, like, you know, when I'm swinging my hips left or right, where I'm going on the pass, it was a little difficult for him to pick up and for me to go to the right direction he was reading originally. But over the last, I'm going to say this season, honestly, it clicked somewhere. And now it's tape to tape. You know, he's hitting me on breakaway passes. He's hitting me, break out the zone. You know, his stick checking and back skating has improved tremendously since he started. You know, growing up, I played all the ice hockey. He didn't get a chance to play ice hockey, and it is what it is. But you know, now that we have the ability to do it, his skating has impressed me more and more as he continues to grow this season. And yeah, somewhere along this season, something clicked, and we got it now. He finds me well.
I think that's incredible to hear you say, and I definitely want to applaud it just because you know you weren't speaking as a scout, you were speaking as a brother, and it definitely seems how proud you are of your brother for you know getting obviously late start watching you play, and that hunger for wanting to play, you know, only can grow because you didn't have the opportunity, and now that you guys are doing it together, man, it's incredible to hear you say that about your brother. I think it's awesome, even like with me and Ryan, like when we're playing together, we're always trying to adjust each other's game. But when we click, it's funny because Ryan and I, we don't play on a line too often. We get stuck out there a little bit every now and then, but we know how strong of players we are, so we try, and how we can help other lines. So that's kind of how it's always been. Like when we had the Rusty Threes, Ryan was on first line with big shout out here, Mark Renzi, the Met legend from the Beavers, and he was also on with the Kentucky Cowboy, John Eisner. It was a John Eisner, Ryan Hockey, and Renzi line. And I'm gonna tell you something. They buzzed. I mean, Renzi brings really good speed. Ryan can position well, and Eisner has a great shot. They did well. Ryan scored the game-winning goal in our first game as the Chirpin Pucks team. It was the first time we ever had a Chirpin Pucks team within the brand.
I'll sign a stick for you later.
Yeah, get that stick to me, buddy.
Hang it up right there.
Absolutely. But But playing with your brother is a great time, and then also playing against your brother. So you guys didn't really get a chance to play, and we're going to dive into it momentarily. You guys didn't get a chance to really play against each other even as younger because there was the age bracket, and then you guys end up playing with each other. Let me ask you this: the All-Star game, which we're going to get into momentarily, was that the first time you guys had a chance to verse each other at this age, at this time in like your playing career?
At that stage.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
that stage.
Yeah.
Pick up. We would do the stick toss, and we always ended up on different teams. So we were always trying to kill each other growing up out at Monroe Township rinks. We'd be on rollerblades,
Shout out.
just killing each other. We were
I
always
love
going.
That. And we don't want to say too much. I'm gonna hit the comments, and then we're gonna transition to a fun little game that we like to play. Tons of comments here, guys. Thanks so much, everybody, for checking in tonight. Big shout out to our YouTube crew. I'm gonna do a little mention real fast of that, what we got going on, just while we're already here. Camp Out for Hunger coming up really soon with Preston Steve WMMR. Big event. I've been part of this now for about 3-4 years doing photography. The YouTube crew within the Preston Steve community. If you ever watch the show, you go on YouTube. There's a great community there. Well, they're going to be teaming up with Chirpin Pucks Media at these two tournaments. They're going to be there on site with us, helping out with the donations. We're going to have them in the stands, absolutely causing chaos. Listen, they're in the comments right now. Guys, come on, YouTube crew, blow it up right now. Blow up the comments for me. Let's get it going on. They're incredible people. They know how to have a good time. Make sure you stop by Iceworks during our tournaments. Come say hi to the YouTube crew. Absolutely incredible people. Just want to give that little mention. And with that being said, we are going to transition to one of our favorite times. All right, everybody, you know what that sound means, and you know when you hear the music.
It's my favorite time of the year, baby.
What time that is?
All
All
right,
right, Frankie
boys and
steps back, takes a breather, and
need
brings
one.
the Ryan Hockey for Gut Chat. Sponsored by.
All right. Hockey hot stove, baby. Hockey hot stove. Don't leave the stove on.
Bill
Like a
Meltzer,
little plug right
Hockey
there.
Hot Stove. Check out incredible content. Chris Tarrigan over there. Anthony McGarry's over there. Bill Meltzer, the one and only Gary Simon. Check them out. They're doing incredible things. They are a partner with us. Absolutely incredible people. Ryan may need to take a $5.
Sorry.
Ryan, why don't you hit him with a little gut check? 5 random questions.
Here we go.
Use your mind, boys. Ryan.
All right,
Yours.
boys. All right, so we're gonna hit you a little.
One. Let them know which one's going first.
Yeah, little rapid fire. All right, so I'm gonna go back and forth. So Nick, we're gonna start with you. So it's 5 questions. Answer off the top of your head. The first thing that comes to your mind, that's it. We'll go back and forth to you guys. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Let's
All right,
go.
Let's go. All right, Nick. Least favorite hockey player.
Probably gonna be Sean Avery.
I like that answer. That's different. That's different. That's really different. Oh, you may have just made 1,000 people happy hearing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I always liked them.
Yeah, I'm a between the
It's
whistles type of
because
agitator.
What's that, Frank?
And that's what I was gonna say. I'm surprised that the enforcers just aren't in his back pocket because of the way he plays his game. But Sean Avery, it's a good one.
I like that. All right, Justin, you ready over there? You got this one too. Least favorite hockey player.
Oh man, I'm about to gain some haters for this one.
Oh, Christ.
Eric Lindros.
Oh, we're done. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Guys, we're
Go to the ad
everybody.
read, Frankie.
And everybody that follow the Corn Stars, if you guys can unfollow them, we're actually going
Hate me if you
to get
want.
them bankrupt.
Let's go Raptors. Let's go SJ Raptors.
Who they playing again? Let's go SJ. Let's go SJ.
Well,
Raptors.
we need all the good
Peter
juju we can get, dude.
Hey man, you asked.
Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, it is
Let's
what
move
it
on.
is.
Next question.
Next question.
I do want to say something real quick though on that topic because I'll say
Go ahead,
this.
buddy.
I think that Eric Lindros is the most overrated flyer of all time. Not right back at you to break your hearts.
Thank you.
Most underrated flyer of all time. I don't know why his name is up in the Raptors. I know what he did here, why he was here, but he wasn't. He was here for 6 years, 7 years. Solid player. I think Claude Drew, way better player.
Yeah.
Better on the gal. topic.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
All
just-
I'll say
I don't-
is
I don't know
Hall
what
of
to say
Very
now.
Good, not Hall of Fame.
I don't know what to say now. I'm flabbergasted over here. I'm taken back. Wow.
Let's go to our next match.
All right, the next one's for you there, Lindros hater. Favorite teammate
Well, default is my brother, of course.
On the
Like,
corner's
you know.
besides him? Someone else. Someone else.
Besides my
your-
brother?
Come on, you're
Yes.
not going to give us that soft answer. I'll put you down.
All right,
in the back.
I'm gonna say
Your
it's a
brother.
toss-up between I really like Joel, our defenseman, and Ryan Rickards. Them two.
Okay. All right.
What's Joel's last name?
Oh man, I couldn't even tell you Joel's last name. Joel.
Wow, doesn't even know his
And he's your
player.
favorite?
Double Joel.
He doesn't
double
have a jersey. He just wears 26, and I was introduced as Joel, just Joel. But we
Dude
love
can
Joel.
play though. Dude can play.
Dude
I
can
know
play.
everybody. I know everybody in the U. Who is Joel? One of my corn star
Who?
people.
Who, if
watching,
you're
who
here,
is
help us
Joel?
out.
Who's got his last name? I know that.
Ryan, we should have just gave them corn star like trivia and see who they know on their team.
That's. I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
I would
I'm
say
actually
that.
curious
My
who he is
favorite
now.
players.
I'll look it up. I'll tell you right
One
now.
more. Oh, Barnesy. It's Barnes.
Oh yeah,
Barnes.
Oh,
Joel
okay.
Barnes.
Barnes, there you go. Yep.
Thanks for
Barnes.
checking in. Our main man, John O.B. Demon on Instagram. What's going on, my brother? Can't wait to see the jerseys. Love it, brother. You're the main man. GC Roller Hockey. Roller Hockey crew checking in tonight.
Wow.
Let's go.
I've been
Well,
playing
shout
roller
out
hockey
GC
since I was
Roller
10 years
Hockey.
old. No, I lied. I
We should
played
get
like
him
4
on.
years
Let's
ago.
get him on the show. GC Roller Hockey. Reach out to us on Instagram. Let's get you scheduled for a show. All right, Ryan, you're up next.
All right, we're gonna go back to Nick. Well, actually, no. I want to know your Nick's. What's your favorite teammate besides your brother?
I mean, is it a cop out to say Mel? Like as a defenseman, like my
That's-
goalie, like you know, like
That's
I
my
love
favorite
having
corn
Mel
star
back
player.
there. Because for me, you know, there's some times where I try to stay solid, but like you know, on those moments where you take the bad read and you get beat, it's a good feeling knowing you got a good goalie behind you to bail you out. You know.
She's a
Yep.
beast. You
She's
should
my
have saw
favorite
her in
corn
the
star
threes.
player.
She was insane on the threes, dude. Directing the play. She like before you guys came along with the year that me and Ryan subbed with them. She was seeing like 45, 50 shots, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was brutal. It was brutal. They had that one winger that was absolutely had no idea what he was doing. Respectfully saying, love the kid, but they would just take advantage of the wing. And she's just like, dude, I'm seeing 45, 50 shots. We had a short bench. Ryan and I just played a double. Like, yeah, it was absolutely crazy. So Mel's incredible. She's a gamer. When she's checked in, dude, she doesn't lose. Like,
Yeah.
she has great composure. She's one of my favorite players too. Men's league, women's team. Like, I just told her today she's probably been playing on my women. Yeah, Mel might be playing on.
Awesome.
Yeah, Mel's
All right.
awesome.
Shut up.
All right, next question.
All right, we're going back to you, Nick. All right.
All right.
I feel like you have a really good answer to this one. That's why I picked it for you. Most embarrassing hockey moment.
So, I played goalie in ball hockey for a couple of years, and I was actually a pretty solid goalie. But I ran into this one team that just had like all the stacked players. They played the whole like, oh, we're cousins card. So like they just had all the best players on the team. And I'm pretty sure I gave up, you know, because in ball hockey you don't have like a spare goalie. So I'm pretty sure I gave up 9 before like the buzzard rang. And I remember I went in the car and cried. And the ref was actually my dad had to finish coaching, so the ref was actually the one that came out and consoled me. So
That was all right. It was good. It was decent. It was good. I think that wasn't bad. That was pretty wild, actually. That wasn't bad. That
yeah,
wasn't bad. That jersey looks good on you, though, buddy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It really blends in with
I
the
appreciate
hat.
it.
I actually
That's
looked
all right.
up for a second. I thought you were actually Jesus. I thought you were Jesus. Like,
I get that a
Jesus.
lot. You'd be surprised, man.
I believe that. And I believe that, dude. I believe that. You look as much like Jesus as many times as he's seen the top of the refrigerator. Because I know that's probably impossible for you to do over there, buddy. Poor guy.
Step stool, man.
The step-
Do Do you have steps to get into your bed too, or like
No.
like the dogs had like the
his
steps?
girlfriend just carries them. Come on, honey,
Yeah.
get my chocolate milk.
With my chocolate milk. The other, don't you dare forget my chocolate milk.
Don't you know? Don't you know?
Does she put you on her shoulders against the glass when you go to Flyers games so they
Oh,
give you
man.
pucks and all stuff? Or
I don't go to Flyers games. I like the Penguins.
Oh my god, it just gets worse.
I baited him into it.
You did.
You did. Was that? Yeah, good job, Ryan. Because Ryan and I talked.
Because we talked about it last night.
He said he had one in the chamber.
I actually have
Look,
two, and I'll save the last one for later on
look,
after
that's
this
the
round of
Penguins.
thing.
I'm prepared.
I have
I
one
like
in the
that,
chamber
actually.
for Nick.
Oh man.
People talk shit about the Penguins, but I mean, dude, like as a hockey fan and like someone that spent some time in the media and just appreciating the sport and the players and having a lot of respect for them, Sidney Crosby saved this league. He's been an incredible ambassador for the sport. He's been one of the greatest hockey players I've ever got a chance to watch. Why wouldn't I want to watch that? You never hear anything bad about him. You hear nothing but good stories. Sure, early on in his career, he was a crackhead, and hockey players don't like that kind of mentality. But let me tell you something, dude did it. They did the right way, and it's absolutely incredible. We're literally watching some of the greatest generations of hockey players right now. Absolutely, it's gonna be sad when.
And some of the greatest generations of beer leaguers, too.
Ryan, should we talk about our most embarrassing moment? Because that's actually a new one for us.
You got one for yeah. I want to hear. Well,
I don't think we. Yeah.
Justin, what's yours? Go first. Justin, what's yours?
As far as embarrassing
Oh,
goes,
sorry.
I don't know if it's embarrassing, but I had to be stretchered off the ice one game. But I did have a stick broken over the back of my neck. So I mean, I don't know if it was embarrassing, but yeah, I had a stick broken over the back of my neck, and I couldn't feel my legs for 14 hours. Spent the night in the hospital.
What?
Yeah, he drove his knee into the small. So basically, I cleared the puck out, didn't see him. He hit me from behind, and when I went to get up, he put his knee into the center of my back and hit me, I guess, 3 or 4 times straight across the neck and snapped the stick over the back of my neck. And
Ryan,
then when I woke up, my coach was cutting off my skates, and they were getting ready to stretch. They were actually going to eventually helivac me out, but the ambulance came because it was right at Hollydale. This was 10th grade. So
holy shit, dude!
Wow.
Yeah, I was
Ryan.
back in 2 weeks. My mom's watching. Trust me, she did not want me back in 2 weeks, but there was nothing she could do to stop me. So
58-10. We're gonna make sure we clip that. That's a wild story, man. Like I want people to go back and look at that. That's absolutely wild. I'm sorry that you went through that, dude. And like I've been through something like that, man, where I got targeted.
Wow.
There's tough love in the sport. It's a physical sport. People know how to play chippy if they know how to play chippy. They do it together. But that's a whole nother level. That's assault.
That was a lifetime ban. Lifetime ban.
In all honesty, like I've made amends with it, and it is what it is. But it happened, and
you want to say his name? We'll get him taken care of.
I do know his name. I've actually ran into his father at my work in my place
how's
of work.
his fucking father doing?
I actually got a free hat out of it. That hat right behind me, hanging up, that Phillies hat, is actually from his father. So,
grabbing your ball stack, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
For a minute.
You want a free phone, buddy? No, not today, pal.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably that. My sister commenting that might be it, but that's a video game thing. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's probably my most embarrassing moment. But I can't recall one that embarrassed me. It just was embarrassing to be part of that situation.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think he should have felt embarrassed, man. Ashley Rose Davidson. No, I don't, because we don't go to Flyers games. Oh, she's telling us, right?
Oh,
she's telling us how to live our life.
Sorry, Mrs. Davidson.
Yeah, sorry, caretaker Davidson, for your little infant here.
Notice we mentioned he's a stick breaker, and he didn't feel embarrassed about that.
Nope.
No,
all passion, baby. All passion.
He was having a temper tantrum.
That's right.
He was having a temper tantrum, dude.
Frankie, you want to go over yours? I know you're egging on to do it. What's yours?
The most embarrassing moment that I've had. Erica had a good one on here, but I don't get embarrassed for that kind of shit. And it was my team made me sit at the end of the bench because I stunk. It was so funny, but I wasn't embarrassed about it.
You stunk at hockey, or you physically stunk?
I actually stunk. Here's my most embarrassing moment. Chirpin Pox 3-3. The first goal ever for the Chirpin Pox Hockey Club. I scored on Mel. I scored on my own goalie in front of everybody. It was the first game of the thing. the rules in the threes is when they save it or they score, the goalie just slides it right to the player, and we can launch it right up. And I'm looking, and I launched it up on the angle, and it hit Mel in the skate, and boom, right in.
Yeah.
And to make it worse, I look to the right of me. There's fucking Hastings, fucking laughing his face off. I'm like, oh my god, son of a bitch! Like, he's just standing there. So that was pretty embarrassing because I was already nervous because it was the first time. Everybody's just like, what just happened here? And I'm like, I fucking scored on myself, guys. I fucking scored on our team. But and I hit the game, the tying goal, and Ryan ended up hitting the game winner, so it all worked out.
It all worked
That was
out.
my most embarrassing moment for sure. Scored on my own goalie. All right, our final question here of Dutch.
We got two more, bud. We have two more
Do we
questions.
really?
Two more questions.
Do we?
Yeah, two more questions.
Let's go.
All right, we'll start with I'll go with Justin because I just made fun of him for his height, and I feel a little bad here now.
A little bit more from them.
An athlete you like to meet doesn't have to be. It could be a hockey player, any athlete, any sport.
Well, I'll say two then. For hockey, it's going to be Mario Lemieux or Marc-Andre Fleury, and then outside of hockey, it'd be Brian Dawkins. I did get to meet him at an Eagles carnival when I was a kid, but B-Dawk, Lemieux, Marc-Andre Fleury, 100%. They're the three
choices.
That's dope, bro. That's pretty
like
dope.
that.
3 style players all the way around.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nicholas?
Pavel Datsuk, hands down. Pavel Datsuk, because he's arguably like the nastiest player to ever lace it up. And then every time I see this guy, like he's great in interviews. He's got a charm to him. I feel like he'd be cool to meet.
I like that. Was it when we talked last night? Did you bring up that you are a Red Wings fan?
Yep.
You guys just come out of the woodwork like roaches, dude. All of a sudden, I'm a Detroit fan. I'm this fan. I'm that fan. Like when Ryan first joined the podcast, he was like so happy with his setup, and he comes on. I'm like, Ryan, the fucking Detroit Red Wings flag fucking right behind you. What the hell's going on? But yeah, Ryan's a big Red Wings fan.
Yeah, big Detroit fan. I was one of those kids where every year for like 4 years straight, I was assigned to the Detroit team. So being a child, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch Detroit on the TV, pretend it's me." So,
well, that's funny you say that because actually I thought you were from Detroit because I actually thought you were Kid Rock for a second there, cowboy. Ball with the ball, the bang a bang. I mean, no wonder why you like the Red Wings, dude. You're literally Kid Rock. All season.
Yeah, I'll embrace that.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Brett Michaels, write it down.
Well, when you added me on social media the first time, I was like, who the hell is Nick Davidson? Because I heard about you guys from the U, but I didn't know who you guys were. Yeah. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy? So I'm looking at your pictures, and I'm like, this dude looks like Marty St. Louis. Like, no lie. Like, I'm like, is this Marty St. Louis, like, in a fake profile? And I told Frank, I said, this dude looks like Marty St. Louis. Like, who the hell is this guy? And he's like, it's Nick. I'm like, dude, I sent him a picture of, like, side by side. I'm like, it's Marty St. Louis.
Yeah, that's a first. I haven't heard that yet.
There's the one picture where you're skating, you're looking at the camera. Dude, the way your face is, Marty St. Louis.
So I got Marty St. Louis, Jesus, Kid Rock, and Brett Michaels. We're making a list.
And my brother-in-law calls him Meatloaf.
Oh yeah, I've got Meatloaf too. So we're just making lists here.
It's crazy, man.
I like it. Respect.
That's funny. Frankie, really quick, I want to know who do you want to meet?
Man, so like
Claude Giroux, we know.
I already did. So like I'll say that's like being in the media, having the opportunities that I've been able to have. I'll kind of like exclude that because I'm not a big like wanting to meet players kind of thing because I get to be around them a lot. I'm not like a fan kind of thing. Yeah. But I'll say it just because it just recently happened and it's more or less not wanting to meet. I mean Danny B. I always love seeing him. I was so happy. He's one I still get a little giddy around. But of all time, if I can meet any player. I'm trying to think of one that come to my head. Mike Richards.
There you go.
Yeah, Richie. On a Saturday night.
There you go.
On a Saturday night.
Yeah.
I got two. I got two real quick for myself. You should know the first one. Everybody knows the first one. Obviously, Steve Yzerman, my favorite player of all time. Ty Domi.
Hi.
That'd be a good one.
Because I enjoy watching Max. I'm a fan of Max. But yeah, Ty Domi. definitely. So Eisman and Ty Domi. I could say I have 1,000 people I want to meet, but them two are on the top of the list.
Yeah.
Respect.
I mean, we have opportunities. I mean, the business that
And
we're
we got
in,
Bob Seger. Are you kidding me, Mom?
Mom comes in here. I'm not sure if this was her favorite player because it recently.
No. My mom did just text me and said he looks like Bob Seger.
Oh well, Mom, let us know. We
Gotta
can't,
be
you go,
we can't
Nick.
put
You're Bob
Ryan's
Seger
text
now.
messages on screen, Mama. You know how to play this game.
Oh man,
Let's
that's great.
hit a couple comments real quick before we transition out here.
I got one more. You want to do the comments and then my last question?
Yeah, we'll do the comments first
All
real quick. And just for the record, we got in case you just jumped on the show, we're an hour and 6 minutes in. We knew this was going to be a little bit longer one. We got the Davidson brothers on from the South Jersey Cornstars of the UAHL. Their first season in. What an impact these boys have had, man. From just being a good teammates. I got to play with one time, but just really, really good guys, man. And they're the definition of just leaving it on the ice. I mean, absolutely diabolical player in the bar there, but like off the ice, man. Like I fell in love with his game, and he's become one of my favorite players. He's my top 5. I told him the other night he's in my top 5 now of my favorite all-time player in the U right now. I mean, great to watch, but make sure you follow the South Jersey Cornstars to keep an eye on their season. They're getting ready for the playoffs, and if you're not doing anything on Friday night, we get a good game in store for you. The boys kick it off against the Wombats at Flyers training facility. I believe at 7:00, boys. 7:10, somewhere around there.
Oh, Raptors, South Jersey Raptors,
and it's 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yep.
Relevant. You guys are hearing it now. Hot Taking Cupcake. You guys are going to win that game by 2 goals.
Oh, Mel's going to be upset at you for
You're
that
right
one.
here first. 2-goal win. Come out and check them out. I'm probably going to be there showing support for the U, and then right after you have the Shockers Narwhals to kind of end the Rusty night. But go out and see our Cornstars, guys. Make sure you follow them on social media. SJ Cornstars. They all have all types of good stuff. Once again, we got the Davidson boys on. Continue on with your last question there, Ryan.
All right, this one should be fun. Nick, will go you because you got the
I can
lights
hear
going on in the background.
voice.
Go-to karaoke song. Let's go.
Oh man. Well, we'll stick with the 80s, 90s. We'll say Wanted Dead or Alive, Bon Jovi.
Bingo.
Gets the crowd going,
Bingo.
Yeah, it does. A good crowd one.
Justin, are you old enough to do karaoke, Justin?
Yeah, I don't really
Balls
sing,
Baby.
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't sing.
You've never done karaoke ever?
I think
I'll
I
tell
did
you
one
this.
time when I was in Arizona, and I think I actually sung "Wanted Dead or Alive" by Bon Jovi.
If you hit me with this tune, we're gonna do something. If you hit me with this tune, I'll come out and do photos for the Cornstars. Any game you guys want, Captain, listen to you're hearing it right now. Any game you want next year, I'll come out and do photos for the whole team and do a team photo for you, no matter what. If you sing me one line of a song, I'll give it to you. I'll give you it's an easy one. It's a simple, but they want to hear you sing. You're do it for your team. $400 value.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Media.
Yo, everyone put cotton balls in.
your song is gonna be. Here we go. You ready?
Is it "I'm a Little Teapot"?
No, absolutely not. It's hold on, what is it? You're here. There's nothing I fear.
My heart will go on.
My heart will go on. I don't even know that song.
Listen.
There, far, wherever you are.
There you go. South Jersey
Good for me.
Cornstars just won team photos for everybody. Rabbit drinks. The baby boy did it. Baby bro dance with a chocolate look on the side. Just got
Golden buzzer.
Cornstars. A free photography shoot. Kicking it off with a little Celine Dion. Well done. First time.
It'll have to be a white jersey night. It'll have to be a white jersey night.
Could you imagine if he didn't do it and the boys were in the locker room like, what the fuck, man? We got fucking free photos or something.
Now I'm owed. Now I'm owed.
Yeah.
You are. We love it, man. And that's what an incredible segment. That was awesome. And that's going to do it for us with Hockey Hot Stove Presents. Go check with Ryan Hockey. Check out Hockey Hot Stove, man. Good stuff, dude. Big shout out to everybody, man. Let's hear in the comments, dude. Ryan kicking ass with as always with the gut check segment, Ryan with Ryan Hockey. Make sure you follow him on his social media too. He's I'll take the goodies on there. All right, let's transition over. We're starting to hit towards the end of the show. Make sure you give us a follow on social media. We have on Facebook, Chirpin Pucks official on Instagram. We're all over. A lot of content going out from obviously the Flyers alumni. Fantasy camp, we still have some checking for charity stuff coming up. We have a lot of good content coming up. So we're gonna get back into it, boys, and we're starting. And once again, boys, just just for the record, dude, thanks for coming on. It's really cool to have you guys on.
Oh, it's been a blast,
awesome.
man.
I'm really excited that they get you guys on here, man. But we're gonna transition into a fun little thing that was pretty epic. Picking it right back up with the friends and foes, and that opportunity to go against each other. And how can we not talk about it? The UHL All-Star Game, the hit heard around the rink. Absolutely diabolical. Now this was, rumor has it, breaking news. This was a planned thing because they talked about it on the podcast. You were going up to Steve and said, "Listen, I'm playing against my brother, my older brother. He's been showing me up. He's been trying to tell me that I don't deserve a championship. He's been telling me that I'm not good enough. He's been telling me that he's got more points than me, even though he does. He's been telling me that I don't have good hair. I'm laying his ass out. That's just what I heard." The game starts.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
So when we got in there, we get in and I seen, Nick went in and he's like, "Dude, we're on different teams." I was like, "All right, cool." So he booked towards the locker room and I turned to all the guys at the little pop-up and I said, "Yo," I said, "that guy right there," I said, "don't call any penalties. I'm hitting him." And then you guys all looked at me and said, "What?" I said, "That's my brother. I've never had the chance to actually line him up and try and get him for a hit." I said, "The moment I get a chance, I'm going for it." And I took it the first chance I got.
It didn't go that way.
Did you just go right on his leg because you're so small?
Dude, so in all honesty, I thought my skating strength would trump his. And I know he's got great skating strength. But I figured momentum.
I dissected both your games. Don't worry, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I figured momentum. I got the experience. I got the lower center of gravity. Let me just shoulder to shoulder, and we shoulder to shouldered a couple times. But he did get me. I guess the hit heard around the rink. I am happy that he did not knock me over. Neither one of us fell off of our skates, but we definitely bumped it quite a bit.
There's a brief part of the clip, and Rob Stella, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm surprised he didn't let that fully go through for the full content that hit on the UHL YouTube. But I want to hear from your perspective because you knew, and listen, you have that body size, that positioning where you're going through somebody, dude. You're going through them. You know how to play to your strengths with your size. And like I said, I always have to dissect the players at the end, so we'll do that later on. But your perspective. You knew it was what you were going to be doing. You talked about it. You were hyped up. You talked about me on the bench. Of course, I missed it. By the way, everybody. I come back and did you get it? I'm like, no. Well, where was I? Tell me from your perspective the hit around the rink.
And so, I knew he definitely kind of wanted to mingle with me a little bit as an opportunity to try to do the big brother role. Even though I got 60, 70 pounds on him, he wanted to try to set his dominance as the older brother. So initially, I see the puck go into the corner, and I saw it was him on the boards, and I know he's a little bit quicker than me. So I wasn't thinking crunch time. I was going to let him get to the puck first. I'll come play the puck. And I look over, and he's eyeing me up.
He's sizing you up?
Yes, I was going to let you live. I was going to let you walk today. And then, so at that point, I was like, all right as we got to the puck, I made sure, I at least got him flat. I didn't want him, going into the boards weird.
Was it nice?
No, it was against the sideboards, right in the corner.
Yeah, theirs was a board set. Yeah.
But it was a pretty good one. But I'll give him credit because with the weight difference, he was able to stay on his feet. But it definitely was pretty loud. And I know that it definitely got the benches buzzing because not everybody knew that we were brothers. So they just saw some big hairy caveman looking dude just bury the smallest guy on the ice, and they probably thought I was the biggest goon in history. You know what I mean?
Well, you got David and Goliath here. When I mean David, I mean young baby David. So yeah, you look nothing like brothers. Like
Yeah.
like absolutely nothing like brothers. It's so funny. Like Nick, you look like somebody that walked through the door that said, "Hey, I'm home. I'm your long lost brother," and like you're like 45. Like, are you sure you're my brother? No, yeah. Pass them cocoa pops. Like, should we check this dude's ID? Like, I think he's in the wrong house. You look like Tom Hanks' brother from Castaway. You know what I mean? Like you stayed on the island a little too long, apparently.
Add another one to the list.
Well
Tom Hanks'
said.
brother from Castaway now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I can't believe I didn't use that one earlier. Well,
That was a good one.
Ryan.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
and I was gonna
Yeah.
say that they mentioned on the pod too that the other ref was completely oblivious to the
DeMarco.
agreement. Yeah, the agreement we had with the refs, and like he didn't call it, and like that was attempted murder almost. And I'm like, this is like a just for fun game, and he's just staring at me, and I'm like, we're good, okay.
Right. They talked about it on the show, and like with your history with just having the incident with the referee, Steve knew that he was going to do it, but he didn't tell DeMarco. So he levels him right in front of DeMarco. Not a whistle from DeMarco, dude. I'm like, that was a real game. Ryan would have been, oh my god, losing his shit. Ryan's got me a couple times pretty good because he'll get me like from like the side, like because like I'm coming up and he's behind me, and as we're coming up the transition back in the zone, like in the defensive zone, like, and he'll just come because I'm coming on the board as a wing, and he'll just give me something. But the impact, I'm like, I know you little fucker. Although he did get me in the back, last game where we were already about to kill each other. He got me right in the back with a nice cross check. Just sneaking by me barking as I'm on the bench. I'm like, yo, dude. And we're just yelling at each other. Yelling to the point where, similar to you guys, they didn't know that you guys were brothers. Well, I don't know how, but they thought that we were mad at each other. Like, my bench was coming up to me. Brian, I believe that people on your bench were like, yo, are you guys good? Like, you and Frankie cool? Because we were shouting. He called me a bitch. And I was like, oh, yeah. He said that game was more than he did. He said he did more in that game than my entire career. I was like, fuck you. I'm fucking scoring goals. And so he's getting me fired up. Like, I was getting fired up, dude.
Yeah, no, I did it.
And
I did the violin. Yeah.
A fucking dog.
See, I told the bench
then
for the All-Star
after the
game,
game,
I told them it's
and
my
the
brother.
handshake line,
So
we do the handshake, and he comes up to me.
No, I did the violin. I literally went by the bench.
After the
just
game,
like
he comes
this.
up to me and he's like, dude, why'd you get so serious? I was like, I wasn't serious, dude. But everybody thought that we were mad. Even like my team went up to him and like, yo, you guys good? Because I heard him saying like, nah, dude, we're good, dude. And that's what started this episode.
Yeah.
Because playing with your best friend, and we'll kind of, when we end the show, we'll ask the big question of like which one we'd rather do. Like I look forward to playing with Ryan, even though it's crazy. I've never had a chance to play on Ryan's line too much, but playing together is so much fun because not only that, but we're doing a lot of experience stuff. Like, you know, the first ever Chirpin' Pucks team, we did summer series together. Our first time doing summer series. We were part of the first ever tournament with Chirpin' Pucks Media for Jason Martinez. I mean, the things that we are playing on the team, we take a lot of pride in it. We do have some fun things coming up, obviously in October, and then next July, which should be an absolute doozy. You boys are also going to be in that. We can't talk about it yet because it hasn't been announced, but we are actually full and ready to rock and roll, and that's going to be incredible. But I mean, being able to play with your brother, and we'll start obviously transition out a little bit, and I'll say this: being able to play with Ryan and playing with some really really close friends. Ryan's one of my closest friends. Leo was my best friend. I always get emotional with this one. Leo was my best friend and Father Judge, 4 years. Leo died about 4 years ago. He was the reason why I started playing hockey. It's the boys that keep you going. Like, it's one of those things I think I'll always would probably miss is the boys. It'll be just so hard to leave it. I'll answer this question. I'm gonna. Yeah. I mean,
I was close. I was close, man. I was leaving my team that I was captain, and I was out the door. I wanted a new start, and I wanted to get away from all the stuff that's going on. And your heart's there. I mean, this is I'm going in my 8th season with them, and 3rd as their captain. And when you're close to people and you play with your buddies, and there's a lot of guys on my team that I call my good friends, and we have a lot of good laughs, but I couldn't do it. because you get your friends and your family. And I was out the door. I was leaving, and sometimes you gotta go with your heart. But yeah, playing with Frankie for me it's special, and it's a good time because we know each other's skills and our weaknesses, and I think I'm the only person that can imitate his goal celebration because I know the story.
Yeah.
And I do it. And yeah, and that same game, Frankie actually scored a goal and he did it. And then right after that, I went down and I forget who it may have been Little George. I deked him out and then I lost the puck, but I got it back to where I could poke check it to my guy coming on the sideboards.
It was clean.
And he tucked it and scored. I went by their bench and I looked at Frankie and did. And I was like, after I did it, because I always ask for permission. I'm like, can I copy your celebration? I know what it is, but
it's a wild. It's a dark,
it was just but like playing
it.
against him and playing with them at the same time, it's special to me because I know what he goes through. I know what he goes through. I know what people say, and yeah, there's sometimes I give him shit for certain stuff because that's just brother talking to brother. But I see what he goes through and how a lot of teams treated him and stuff like that. And, he comes on my team and subs a couple of times and he's out there scoring goals, hitting the pipe. Good, he's out there firing the boys up to the point where they're like, dude, he's ever shut up? Like, you got to something. It's just how Frankie is. But I mean, playing, I was like deep down, I wouldn't trade it for the world. If to play on the same time, to play against him or stay with the same team, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I mean, it's a lot, dude, and I like that. I like that all the way around, and it's cool being able to hockey has done so much for me, and I'll never be able to get back to the hockey community that would have done for me. I mean, it literally saved my life. Like, it's that's why I invested so much time and energy into like launching with the company, and I've been doing hockey, playing for 20 years, minus 9 when I was hurt, and then 7 months when I got hurt again, but I love it. I keep coming back. I feel myself easing back a little bit because we've been doing some tournament stuff. But I mean, right back. I mean, Ryan's a lot of fun to play with. He's intense, but he has expectations. Like if he's showing up on a short bench and he's not lollygagging. I mean, sure, he's not exhausted from a back check, but Ryan leaves it out there, dude. Ryan leaves it out there. I'll tell you. And like he'll be the first one to back you up. Like Ryan's fun to play with, and he is. I absolutely love.
I'll go to war with the boys any time of the day.
Yeah.
Seriously, yep. And that's one of the beautiful things about it is like when you're locked in with the boys and like you're going to war, like it's war, dude. Like I mean, hockey is just a whole other animal. The boy, it's the boys. It's never that's his fault. That's his fault. Nah, dude, that's my fault. That one was all me. Every time we come off a shift, boys, you guys know, hey, yeah, that one was all me. It's never the other guy. It's always on us. That's always just the way hockey players are. And you guys have shown that just from watching you guys for a little bit. Like I watching both of you, Don Justin. I know that you were on the other bench, but I had Nick on the bench with me when I did Mayer's makeup. His makeup video.
You did his makeup? Wow.
I did his makeup too. Yeah. And
so pretty.
To the boys, like he's just talking to the boys. Like Nick's game, and when I came into that game, obviously I heard about Nick Level and Hastings, shout out. And everybody knows that me and Hastings, that we have a good history, and that's my boy. He's a pain in the ass. But I was coming to scout back around. I was going to look, let me see who the fuck hit him. And I see him, I'm like, he's a fucking little grizzly bear. And then I'm listening to him, and we're buzzing, and we're talking on the bench. And I'm like, dude, I love this guy. He's literally me. I'm like, I love everything about this guy's game. And listen, I love Hastings. I'll never let him happen on a severe level. But it's cool to hear that he got a little level. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could see the footage. It's terrible. I was gonna call Jack from Titanic to see if he could draw like one of his French girls, but he apparently was unavailable.
Yeah, right.
But that was really cool to say, Ryan. I love hearing that, man. It's
I am a little upset now the fact that like we got to meet you guys because I missed an opportunity to play on the same team as you guys because Hoovy hit me up back in July, and I thought he messaged the Chirpin Pucks page because I look at the message and let it go because Frankie usually answers them. I thought he was talking. I didn't know he was asking me to play, and I missed it. Like a week later, I went in. I'm like, oh, the Corn Stars hit me up on my IG page, and I'm like, what are they doing? And it says, yo, it's Hook. You played tonight. I'm like, bro, like, and then meeting you guys, I'm like, dude, I could have played with you guys one night, and I could have told stories. Now I gotta sneak my way back into the group.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
It'll be there.
I was so
again.
pissed, man.
It's a fun crew, and kind of the end of the show. And once again, we're getting ready to transition now. It's one of our longest episodes we've done in a while. I like to end things like on a good note. You know, we had a lot of good fun, a lot of good action here, and thanks for everybody that checked in the entire time. We had a full fucking house. It's one of the most busiest shows that we've had. We're looking at the numbers right now. We're already over 2,000 views total. So thanks everybody for checking in on all the different platforms that we're live on. Hockey Brother Unite and playing alongside each other. Like, you know, just to still get in for a second, and you guys talk about the times that you guys didn't play with each other, being older, just following those footsteps, just trying to finally get that shot. And here we are now, years later, South Jersey Corn Stars. At the UHL, you guys are on that club, playing together. You guys came in, the massive help, by the way, and I'll tell you this from playing with them. You guys came on that club, man. You guys turned them around. You guys got the boys buzzing. You're having an incredible year, Justin, with your stats right now. I'm going to put your stats back up there because
pass the puck, why don't you?
12 games played, 15 goals, 8 assists, 23 points for 12 games. And then Nick, 4 goals, 9 assists, 15 points, 12 games. I mean, averaging over 1 point a game for Nick, but that's not even his strong point. He's already averaging more. It's his position. Here we go. Frankie dissect. Yeah, the way that you played the game, Nick, is one of those ways that it's absolutely incredible. I'm trying to pull something up here, but it's not working. And everything's starting to freeze up on me. We just love a live show. Anyway, moving on. So, Nick, the way that you play your game, playing to your strengths is something that I always try to teach people. You are so natural playing to your strengths. You know that you're not one of the quickest players. You use the strength of using your body, your board play, out muscling the puck, and getting it up on the tape, and sitting back and doing your thing and playing that rough, tough defense to where they're going to second guess coming in. Leadership in that back zone with the D, talking to the boys, being there with Mel, getting that puck up, feeding the boys. Absolutely one of the most unselfish players. I've only seen you a couple play, but I can see the way you play. Very, very unselfish player. You're about the team. Absolutely about the team. Justin, getting to see you play, I mostly really saw you play in the All-Star game. Dude, you can play, man. You're a scorer, dude, but you're so humble out there. Absolutely. I don't care if you are the younger modest Yahoo. I mean, you're doing it. Incredible game that you got out there. Absolutely crushing it. And you're having an incredible year, dude. I mean, listen, it's Rusty is pretty competitive, and you coming in, setting the tone with a team that's got a little rep. You guys are building an incredible reputation and embrace it to the fullest. You guys are crushing. You guys were a monster piece to the Corn Stars, and just like how happy you guys are to be there with them, I'm sure they feel equally the same because you guys are getting ready to go into the playoffs, and I think that's actually what we're probably going to start the transition to end the show. The playoffs. The Corn Stars are back in the playoffs. Big game on Friday.
Let's go.
First
back in
team.
the playoffs.
Team UHL, the UHL Rusty playoffs are kicking off on Friday, as mentioned, and we'll be making sure that we put a post out there. I want you guys to take this in for a second. I guys want to know how you're feeling. I want to hear from you, Justin, first. You've been battling with the boys all season. A lot of back and forth. Hey, man, a lot of issues when shit happens. It's like, damn, we got to get a break. And I know the Corn Stars have been through this shit from with Leeds having to move, winning one game after winning the whole championship, going back to back almost. You lose your players. You're now at the bottom of the barrel. What do? A couple of moves were made. You brought in the Davidson brothers, and now you guys are back in the playoffs. I think that this is the start of a very, very, very dangerous Corn Star team. And all the you people out there watching right now in the Rusty division, I'm telling you right now, the Corn Stars are back. The Corn Stars are absolutely back. They're going back to the playoffs. Whether they win it this year or not, they will be back. So just think that Corn Stars team from last year, where people were just bringing people out just to ring them up a little bit, you can forget about that because you try that again, you're going to hear from the man. The Corn Stars are back, and they're here in the playoffs. What do you guys think about your first playoff debut with the team that you guys have been battling all season with? Hear from you first, Justin.
I'm excited, man. I'm super excited. We definitely had some ups and downs this year. We had a nice little win streak to start. We got the number one in the division midway through the season, so we were feeling great. took a couple losses that we didn't want to have, short guys, whatever it may be. We took them losses, but I'll tell you, we were watching them standings and points and things right up to the last day. We wanted to make sure that we were in it. I'll say we were looking, we knew it was either going to be the Shakas or the Raptors, and we got the Raptors, so we'll go from there. And we're gonna go out, we're gonna play hard on Friday, and we're gonna just do our thing, man. We're gonna play the corn star hockey that we are starting to introduce to the league.
6-4 win. 6-4 win. I'm calling it now. Yeah, calling it now. 6-4 win, corn stars. I'll be there on Friday.
Ooh.
I want to hear from you. I want to hear from your side of it, man, because I know you play with a lot of intensity out there, Nick. Justin's the quiet one, puts bucket in that, does his thing. But Nick, you play with a lot of intensity, and the game goes around your energy. No bullshit. You control the flow of the game with your energy because the boys are going to go off of you. That's an incredible role, and you play it incredibly. Knowing that role, first game in the playoffs, man, coming up for the Corn Stars. What are you thinking, brother?
Well, I mean, when I first started off with the Corn Stars, I was a little bit newer. I mean, I played defense in street hockey, but it's not the same as playing it on ice.
Right.
So once I started, I knew the position. I've always I've been in the game since I was 3. I've been following, the little guy's shoes, early on. I've been always wanting to. He banned me from the number 8, but that was just me trying to be like my bigger brother. That's just the way it goes.
I he can count to 8. How small he is.
But
kind of better in my head. I'm sorry, everybody.
You're good. You're good. But once I started to get really confident with my back skating, I take a lot of pride in the defensive side of the thing, because I love the fact that I get to watch my brother put up points. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing like getting to connect on a Davidson goal. Being the one to feed him and then watch him put it in. That's a special feeling. You know what I mean? But
done it for me.
Yeah, all the years of playing against each other, nobody is gonna elevate your game like a sibling. He has the hands, he has the skills. So I was usually the one trying to defend his moves. So I credit a lot of my defensive game to my brother's offensive game. His stick handling, his ability to move his body. He's very quick on his feet. He uses his short stature to an advantage with the way that he moves around your feet, really. He does a lot of movement by your skates, and for taller guys, it's a little bit harder to kind of keep track of the puck underneath of them. So it really elevated my defensive game. So now when I get those guys who I can see they're confident, fast skaters, they might be faster than me, I just make sure that I'm taking that step at the right time. I don't have to be faster than the guy. My timing just has to be right.
Positioning as well. Yeah, playing to your strengths. Playing to your strengths, man. Listen, I was a shitty backward skater, dude. I just try to play to the strengths. But Ryan, jump in there, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, Frankie, talking about your skating ability as well, and everybody's no one's a good skater. I mean, you said you've been playing since since Nick's been doing since he was 3. I've been doing since I was 7, 10 years old. Frankie's 15. Doing it since for 15 years, whatever. Justin's doing as long as he has. His growth spurt's not there yet, but he'll get there someday.
One day.
But
Justin's probably the better skater out of all of us. I can skate quick, but I know. I have a pile of shit in my pants. I look ugly. He's so ugly at skating, dude.
Yeah, he's got it. He's definitely got it, and that's the thing too. Is it's also back to the passing and stuff. It's easy to make those confident passes when you know that you got good players. Not just my brother. There's plenty of good. Chucky's amazing. We got a lot of good players that I feel confident getting the puck up to. But obviously, that extra gear really clicks. If you ever see me after a game, these locks are soaked. I'm dripping sweat. I leave it out every. It's sometimes I might rub. Look, I might rub a couple guys the wrong way, with my style of play, but I have no intention to injure people. It's I just love the game. We've been engulfed in the game for all these years. This is my chance to get out and kind of scratch that itch. And we're all wearing padding. Mm-hmm. We're all playing the same game, so it's now that we're in playoff hockey, it doesn't matter what level of competition. Playoff hockey is playoff hockey. Yeah. And I'm
it's
jazzed.
All about getting in there, man. It's all about getting in there. Speaking of injuring and all that good stuff, Shaka's goalie.
Our boy Les.
Shaka's always have to pay attention to where Justin is on the ice. Very well said. Very, very well
Appreciate
said.
that.
Les, and thanks for checking in, Les. Good friend of the show. Les is the Shaka's goaltender who's getting ready for a matchup right after you guys. Yeah, I mean, listen, Les, he says that as a goalie for the Shakas, wow, anything to go after that. As a goalie for the Shakas, just good luck because somebody might take a run at you for somebody else's shit. But Les, thanks for checking about our solid goalie. Good luck in the playoffs. I'll see you on Saturday night. Let's hit a couple of these comments up before we transition out. Any final comments, guys? Make sure you put them in. We're going to start running through them and saying hi to everybody. Christian Davidson, goalie for the Raptors. Skated out my first game against them. Going to be a different look in goal Friday night. It's going to be a good one. I'm excited to be there for it. I think it's going to be a good one. Chris, I don't know if you were here for my prediction, but 6-4.
6-4. 5-1 for Ryan Hockey. 5-1 Ryan Hockey.
I would say 7.
Man, pressure's on. Pressure's
5-1.
Absolutely. That's a week of hockey. But
I think Mel lets in a blooper goal on a bad line change.
We hit a blooper goal, but we're going to transition out now for the end of the show. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. An hour and 36 minutes. I think that's a record for us, dude. Let's get into our final segment of the night, the Hockey Players Unite event list. All the good events that we got coming up. Let's hit them up right now. What do we got going on? Oh, in a couple weeks, the debut of the Last Shift Summer Women's Hockey Tournament. Labor Day weekend. The Chirpy Pucks, the women's hockey team, makes their debut. Jerseys ordered, ready to rock and roll. You got the debut. You got the bring back of Coach Ryan, Coach Frank. We're going to have a good time. No media. I'm not doing no pictures. I got people coming to do all that. Ryan and I will be in good attire. We're going to be behind the bench coaching the C Club. Great gals we got on the team. And, great. The jerseys are absolutely incredible. We made a post about them earlier, and we're super pumped up for that. So we got the Last Shift Summer Women's Hockey Tournament coming up, and then our final tournament of the year, and one of our first ones that we actually had started, which is in October. Our good friend Vic, CP Heroes Hockey of Charity game. This is Ryan will also be playing in this. I will be doing the media and the podcasting for this October 11th at Iceworks. We got Riley Cote, Grant Marshall, Brian Prop, and Kerry Frazier doing the refereeing here. Rosters all sold out, but come and have a good time. Come and have a good time. We're going to have a lot of raffle baskets. And not only that, as we announced, we're also going to be teaming up with WMR for Camp Out for Hunger. Come on by the rink for our tournaments. Then come drop off some stuff. Come show some support. Come drop off some donations. The bins will be there soon. We're going to be making a big announcement. Everything goes to the Camp Out for Hunger on behalf of Chirpin Pucks Media and the YouTube crew with WMR President Steve Show. Make sure you check them out too as well whenever they come back. But guys, that is going to do it for us. We got through it. That is our last tournament that we're going to have for the year, and then we'll be gearing up for the following year. Probably taking a little break into the new year. I'm just absolutely just trying to get every guy. We made it happen all the way around, boys. Great show. Make sure you follow us on Chirpin Pucks Media, Chirpin Pucks Facebook, Chirpin Pucks Instagram. The boys did it. They absolutely did it. They crushed it. You absolutely crushed it. Friday night, the boys make their playoff debut with the Corn Stars. You know where you're going to be. Don't you know? Ryan Hockey, absolute legend, getting thrown out of the game. Justice Davidson is doing his thing. And Guy Fieri just showed up. See you guys all next week. Have a good one.